It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your steps just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we can speak about the price. When they talk about my name, know I define greatness. We couldn't rush a day, it took divine patience. Ain't nothing been the same, that's just my observation. These memories.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You take a look at the Pacers. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
I think for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for Indiana, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the center filling out the middle. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Turner with a screen for Siakam. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Holmgren, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't cash in from close range. We're about 1 minute into the first. Dort wide open. Sinks the triple.
Boy, nice rise and fire from Lou Dort.
And it's the Pacers' ball. It's a 3-point game. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
He doesn't get the second one. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there in the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that. You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. When he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Indiana. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the Thunder score.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Halliburton's got 6.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with it. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's covered by Halliburton. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Turner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. A 35-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
And he banks in the layup. Turner's got his second bucket.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's covered by Halliburton. Now here's Holmgren. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Now, here's Nesmith. He has yet to score. Halliburton outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to Oklahoma City. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Nifty move. And the layup is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Nesmith. Siakam outside. Indiana moving it around. Lock at 6. Here's Halliburton. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. And that one is good.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Halliburton for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Halliburton's got 15. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Indiana.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now, here is Halliburton. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Holmgren from deep three-point land. The Thunder with another miss. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Indiana. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Shot's good by Williams.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Catherine, he's checked in for Indiana. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Indiana leading to the paint. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Williams kicks to Holmgren. At the top of the key, Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Neesmith. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. Over Siakam. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A silky smooth shooter. Holmgren makes it look so effortless at times.
And a wide open look for Siakam. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Siakam against Wallace. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? In the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Miles Turner, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Neesmith. And both free throws good for Nembhard. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Holmgren. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Toppin, no one around him. Indiana again missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Spins. Wallace with the ball. Mathurin picks him up. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 7 points.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Mathurin against Williams. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin. Walker's checked in for the Pacers. Halliburton comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso is checked in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for George. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Oklahoma City moving it around, and the shot goes down. And now just a 4-point Pacer lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Halliburton finds McConnell. Outside, Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by McConnell. Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. Now here's Caruso. He's guarded closely to the inside. Wiggins, he drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Wallace against Halliburton. And he comes up with the deuce. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pacers lead by 6. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Wiggins is out there with Williams. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard. And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Williams against Toppin. The 11-footer, Tyrese Halliburton again. 21 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
What a heads-up play by Obi Toppin. Feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. On the wing, Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Mathurin's got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Well, they pushed the action on the offensive end. Strategically super aggressive, and it really paid off for them at the free throw line.
And that one, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now McConnell. His last outing, he had 8 points. Halliburton on the wing. Wallace covering. And Toppin throws it down.
Explosive above-the-rim player. Mr. Toppin, have at it.
Thunder trailing by 9. Gilgeous Alexander with it. He's got 6. Buries it from three-point range. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Halliburton. With the drive. And McConnell gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 8.
There is something special about a crisp, on-time, on-target passer. Mr. Halliburton, how you doing?
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Tyrese Halliburton.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
A three-pointer, Wiggins. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside, Mathurin. Down low. Pass to McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. Poke loose. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Wiggins with it. Wallace outside. Gilgeous Alexander against McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wallace. Off target with his 3. Indiana leading by 8. Pass to McConnell. Walker with it. Halliburton on the wing. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Nembhard with it, defended by Dort. Takes the 3. That shot no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it showed.
It's stolen by Gilgeous Alexander. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. They get the rebound. Pass to Caruso. Launches a 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous Alexander making the play. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. Doris, Shea Gilgeous Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And Halliburton slams it in.
Well, we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Jacks up a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Offensive rebound. Turner with a screen on Caruso. Here's Mathurin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Halliburton. Averaging about 18 points per, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Here's Halliburton.
Timeout.
The Thunder making the shot. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Thunder.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Thunder on D. They trail by 1. Inside. And it's blocked. Outside, Dort. Williams for 3. The rebound by Turner.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Driving to the basket. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Pacers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one misses. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Over Siakam. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This is an impressive, sweet shooting big man. Mr. Holmgren from 3, from 2, it matters not. He's got a great stroke.
Now here's Turner. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Siakam. Good D by Holmgren. Oklahoma City's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4-9.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Jason Wallace. He's checked in for the Thunder. Now here's Williams. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Indiana.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
This is just an extremely gifted passer. Halliburton's vision is elite.
Halliburton against Wallace. Pass to Williams. Tries the spin move. Over Neesmith. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here is Halliburton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Oklahoma City has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Dort. No good with the triple. Indiana trailing here. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. And so it's Indiana with it. Nembhard finds Siakam. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Holmgren. 9 points in the game so far. Hartenstein with the screen on Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren can't hit. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nembhard the pass to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. It's Nembhard on the wing. Wallace covering. To the middle. Here's Turner. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Wow, Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
Drills it from outside. Holmgren's got 12. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Holmgren can't hit. Indiana's got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. That's tipped. They get it back. Pass to Nesmith. And a wide-open look for Mathurin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Spins. Here's Hartenstein. And here is Dort. It's stolen by Mathurin. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Turner with a screen on Holmgren. Siakam for 3. Thunder trailing by 4. Holmgren in the post. Covered by Siakam. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Now, here's Siakam. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Now, Dort. Following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. No good on the triple. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. Here's Siakam. Another miss by Siakam.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Turner with the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Number 9, Alex Caruso.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers out in front, leading by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot. One more time. A round of applause for our contestant.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecue chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And changing it up, my favorite. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Siakam outside. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Right side Turner. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots a fader. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Nembhard with it, defended by Dort. Halliburton, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Halliburton. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Williams can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nesmith, the pass to Siakam. Outside Turner for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. For 3, Holmgren. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 32 points, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Here's Halliburton. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Here's Turner. The baseline J off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Holmgren. 16 points for him. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Halliburton may have a lean frame, but right there he shows you how balanced he is. Fights off the defense on the way up. That's nice.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists tonight. Indiana's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Now, Halliburton. He takes it in. Sweet little floater. Halliburton's got 8 points in the quarter.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Oklahoma City.
Assisted by Williams.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Halliburton. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
To the inside, and stolen by Siakam. Pass to Turner.
Well, you love how Miles Turner gets into space in the paint, makes it really hard for the defender not to lean in and get some contact against Turner.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Under trailing by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Down low. Knocks it loose. For the 3. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 34.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. One-on-one here. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. Tries the spin move. Another shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam deciding where to go with it. From down in the low post, it goes. Siakam's got 9.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Shot from 16. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Now, here's Siakam. 9 points in the game so far. Turner with a screen on Williams. Inside. And it's slammed in by Turner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And here now the Thunder. The Pacers making the shot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good, Caruso. He's got 11.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Hartenstein. Again, Oklahoma City.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 34, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mathurin. He's got 12. Here's Toppin. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Pass to Williams for the lead. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
Wallace against Halliburton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Halliburton's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Williams, count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
It doesn't matter what position Jalen Williams happens to be playing on any given night. This guy's a force offensively.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 36. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. And Indiana making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Wiggins is checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso against McConnell. 1:56 left to play here in the third. 6 to shoot. Tapping a screen on Williams. Mathurin for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
Here's Caruso. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Indiana's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Caruso. He's got 11. Wiggins against Mathurin. Williams, that's for 2. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana leading. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
He misses the free throw.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And Indiana making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Now here's Wallace. Still scoreless. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Wallace. Shoots the 3. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Mathurin. 15 points in the game. Pulls from the top of the key. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's the break. Here's Toppin. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, what a play by Obi Toppin, a guy who's going to improve every year. He's got tremendous work ethic.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
On the wing, Wallace. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So the Thunder 5 right now. Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And that one's good, Caruso.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Now Caruso. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. On three-pointer, Wiggins. Walker with some nice D. Pacers leading by 4. Right side, Mathurin. Halliburton for 3. The Thunder pull it in. On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Halliburton. Took him no time at all on that one.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Yes, that goes in. Halliburton's got 38 points.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Outside, Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. Hands it from downtown.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Thunder trailing by 5. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. A wide open look here for Caruso. Misses the 3. Here's McConnell. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
Puts up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. Buries it down low. Halliburton's got 43 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in the zone all night.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's so many ways Shea Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Now, here's Halliburton. Can't hit from 12. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Walker. Again, the Thunder score.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Wallace against Halliburton. Tapping a screen on Wallace. Pass to Toppin. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's just a three-point Pacer lead. To the paint, here's McConnell. No good again that time.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Gilgeous Alexander throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Halliburton. The Thunder making the shot. Now, Gilgeous Alexander. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
That gives them the lead. Gilgeous Alexander's got 36.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. The Thunder also changing it up. Zhang comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Coach was really hyping up his guys and told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. We'll see if they can follow those instructions. Guys?
Thank you, David. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've picked up 11 straight, and Gilgeous Alexander gets it to go.
And he's made 7 of his last 8 shots. That is the definition of clutch.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. They lead by 4. Mathurin against Caruso. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Walker. There's the 3. Rebound by Zhang.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Halliburton against Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous Alexander making the play. Gilgeous Alexander's got his 8th assist in the game. Now, here's Halliburton. It's good from long range.
And in nailing the 3 there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the Thunder.
Bounce pass from Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Caruso. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Thunder lead by 6. Indiana's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Inside, here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. Wiggins from outside. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Siakam outside. Clock at 4. Count it.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Gilgeous Alexander against Halliburton. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play.
First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Now here's Turner. Back to Halliburton. And it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lets it go from 14. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44. Halliburton passes to Neesmith. Siakam inside. Working on Holmgren. They get it back.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Here's Neesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And that sends Jalen Williams to the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Neesmith.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Team foul at the line.
And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here's Nembhard, defended by Dort. Now Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Turner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
The skill from Holmgren is something to behold.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Holmgren can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nembhard finds Halliburton to the inside. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Latre. Nembhard grabs the board.
just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Siakam for three. Another miss by Siakam.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For three, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Neesmith. Neesmith has got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Siakam. Again, Indiana.
The Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Hartenstein. No good on the three. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off target from outside.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Pascal Siakam, improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
At the elbow, it's Turner. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You want the answer? Can Miles Turner make tough shots in big moments? That's a definitive yes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Neesmith buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Spins. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
John, he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a fact, that's a fin that crack back. She knew I get snapped back, lit, pop the talk, I'm getting lit. Used to dream of being big like big. Martin Luther King, should see how I live. Big necklace, wrist froze, big step, wrist big. And I'm free, and I'm getting richer than a toad. I ain't look like low shit, man, he take leave. And it's he get me back on my feet.
You feel better when it's earned, that's a fact. Play me, lesson learned, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with their back against the wall is the plaques.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Thunder find themselves in a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the Indiana Pacers. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
Everyone is watching as this thrilling NBA Finals series comes to a Game 5. It's locked up at 2-2. It's anyone's game, and either of these teams could walk out tonight one step closer to the world champion. A look at Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Yep, count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket on the night. You look at the Pacers facing, in essence, a best-of-3 series. Only 2 chances to steal one on the road.
So true, and this is their best chance here. And when it comes down to a Game 7, that would be a very hard environment to win in.
Halliburton outside. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Turner. Shot on the wing. And Halliburton, the bucket on the assist by Turner. Halliburton's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Mathurin with a rebound. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Halliburton for 3. Williams grabs the board. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Nembhard. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 6 points for him. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The 3 from Holmgren. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tell me, what do you like? I like many things, I like many things. I got amenities, so